Hey, this is a repairability attempt here for Mr. Edward Ukaonu. As you can see here, we've got a one damaged shingle. This one's still intact. There's a bunch that are missing. I'm just going to go ahead and box the shingle out that I'll be mimicking a repair on. The reason why I'm not putting a new shingle in here is because this is the front of the home, or the business, and I want to preserve the aesthetics of the building and not have a different color shingle up here in the front. So what we're going to be doing is just pulling this shingle out, putting the same one back in. So our area repair is going to go from here to here. You can see about half of that shingle is going to have to come up for us to pull the nails out. The end of that shingle is right there. I'll show you guys the tools that I'll be using. We're using a all-in-one roof tool. This is a roof snake to help break the seals, pull the nails. Also to help hammer the nails back in, along with my regular 20-ounce framing hammer and some roofing nails. So without further ado, what I'm going to do is just carefully as possible, I'm going to break the seals on the shingles in my area of repair. Right, and I should do that right here. And then for the adjuster wash, you know there's 2 courses of nails in each one of these laminated shingles. I'm gonna go about over to right there. Now I'm just gonna be lifting the shingle right above just slightly to pull this nail out. Oh, that one pulled through pretty badly. Let's see if I can't get that out. There. Already you're starting to see a little bit of wear, but that's minimal. Let's see. Sorry about that. My video recording is connected to my phone, and my phone just rang. So I just pulled that shingle out, or that nail out, to be able to pull the shingle. All right, and there. And we're gonna flip over here to the other shingle here. And notice I'm not cranking back on these shingles, not super far. Just enough to be able to get some room to work up under the shingle right here. Do not disturb. All right, so now we're on the second course right here. I'm just gonna be pulling these out. Notice I'm not cranking back super far in these shingles. Just enough for me to be able to get my tool up under. You can see they're really just kind of falling apart. All right, and that nail is not necessary to remove in this course, so it should just be out at the old. Well, we're missing one. Here we go. This one pulled through. All right, it should just be out with the old. And if I had a new shingle, it would be in with the new. I'm just gonna clean up my work area right here. The first thing I want to point out here is the mat transfer. You can see chunks right here. You can see chunks missing from the bottom of the shingle right here. That's happening on all the courses. And that's just pulling the shingle out. Now let's go ahead and, if this was a new shingle, I'd be putting it back in. So it's really steep. All right. And I'm just trying to mimic the repair process here to get an accurate test of how this repair would go, if it would take, or if it would cause more issues. All right, you get my nails. And go ahead and start putting these nails in. Everywhere I pulled one out, I'm going to put one right next to it. It can't go in the old nail hole, otherwise the head of the nail will never be able to secure that shingle, since that pulled through. With each hammer blow, the roof's almost getting worse and worse. Let's see. I got one here. And I'm going to go on up to the second course. All right, here. Right here. Last one here. All right, now as careful as I've been with these shingles, we see a couple things. First is the fact that there's a good deal of brittleness here at the top of these shingles, as you can see all the way across the top of both the courses, and then coming down at an angle here, because I only unsealed half of the shingle, you can see where that brittleness is there, and that brittleness has cracked the matting there. The other thing I want to point out is that mat transfer up underneath, and also the nail holes where the nails pulled through. Now there's new penetrations here under these shingles to where water can easily get in. The third thing I want to point out is these shingles here, they're starting to come, just that simple movement of, you know, pulling it up to install the nails. Almost the majority of all the teeth on these where they're laminated are coming undone. Yeah, I mean, just really you know, kind of brittle. So, you know, as far as the repair goes, as a company doing this repair, we trade one damaged shingle out for, you know, one right here to the top right, one directly above, one directly above that, one over here, and the effect would just be cascading, not to mention the mat transfer up under the shingle itself that we removed would then affect the shingles below it. So as far as a repair goes on this, we're not able to warranty anything like this, so this would not be something that we could put our name on, as the next, you know, 10-15 mile an hour that would come through would blow these teeth up. Those would be the next one missing, or the whole shingle as a whole. The third thing I want to point out is the ends of these shingles, or the fourth thing is these ends of these shingles are really fraying pretty heavily. You can see where that matting's really coming undone. So this is functional. This is functional damage. These shingles are to the point where they're not going to take a repair. It's not going to hold well, and it will cause issues for this building if any kind of spot repair, especially, you know, 20 shingles or anything of that amount were to be done. As you can see, the damage that one repair would cause just by trying to replace that. So I'm just going to kind of give this it's really steep. Give this an overview so you guys can see the area of effect, the shingle that we removed, the shingle that we replaced, and the shingles directly surrounding it. Thanks for watching this video. Let me know if you guys need any more supporting documentation.